New details from Satoshi Street Bets reveals more about the actual burn mechanics that's going to be included with their margin trading. This is pretty huge, and if you don't understand margin trading, that's okay. I'll go ahead and explain it to you in just a second. But before I do go any further, I want to say a special shout out thank you to our Patreon supporters. Welcome Mike Nguyen Lei as our new patron, as well as Victor, and a special shout out thank you to our higher tiered supporters, Remag, Xavier Zamora, and Victor as well. You guys can join that for as little as $1 a month, by the way. This does support me. I do this as a YouTube. I do YouTube as a full-time job, and there's a link in the description. If you guys are new to the channel, also FYI, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion, my own research. I encourage you to do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the news. So you have Satoshi Street Bets over on Twitter. They said, we're working on integrating SafeMoon into our Satoshi Swap margin trading platform with our added bonus feature, Leverage Burn. Someone trades SafeMoon with times 10's leverage equals 10 times the normal SafeMoon burn. Check out satoshiswap.net. Okay, so I will have a link in the description to satoshiswap.net. You can check it out for yourself. Just err a bit of caution on this, guys. I hope that you watch the rest of this video so you can hear some information on this so you don't go rushing into it right off the bat. Because sure, this sounds great, right? You go do 10 times leverage, you get 10 times the SafeMoon burn. Obviously, the more SafeMoon that gets burned, that reduces down the total supply. And when you look at supply and demand, guess what? That's what causes the price to really go up. So the more that we can burn, the less that's readily available to access, and therefore the value of each independent SafeMoon ends up being worth more. So here's something I want you to keep in mind. When you do leverage trading, what you are doing is you are borrowing from the lender. So in this case, it would be Satoshi Swap. So if you have $10, I'll just make it simple. If you got $10 and you say, well, I want to buy more SafeMoon, but I only got 10 bucks. I wish I could buy $100 worth. That's why you do the times 10 leverage. So instead of buying $10 worth of SafeMoon, you now own $100 worth of SafeMoon. Well, where does the benefit come in for Satoshi Swap? What they're looking to do is they're going to be taking a little bit of a cut. So when you decide to cash out, they're going to get back their amount. So in this case, you had $100 of value, but only 10 of it was yourself. The other $90 is what they provided. So it's 10 times the value that you're putting up. So 10 times your $10 is $100, but you still put in 10 bucks. It's not like you put nothing in. You got to put something up yourself. So $10 of the 100 is yours. The other 90 is theirs. So what they're saying is, look, we want to make back our $90 plus a little bit more. If you're playing the market with it, that's fine. That's on you. However, if the market goes down and of the $100 value that you purchased, it drops, let's say, maybe $6 worth. So instead of $100 of value of SafeMoon that you own now, because the price has been going down, it's only worth $94. So $4 is what you have left of your money of the $10 that you started with. I hope that makes sense. The total value went down $6. So then Satoshi Swap will say, all right, we're liquidating you. So we're taking back our $90 plus a little bit of your money in order to make sure that we are totally good. So it went down $6 in value. Guess what? You end up getting liquidated and you basically lose everything. So you get screwed, right? So they're trying to capitalize on the fact that they want to make sure that they made a gain. You lost $6 of your $10 value. They get back their $90 plus the $4 that you had left in your account. So when I say basically you get left with nothing, I mean you get left with nothing. So leverage trading has the benefit where you have bigger rewards, but it's also bigger risk. And they don't really risk lose anything on their end as the lender because they're covering their grounds, right? For you, the bigger the leverage you do, the less it takes to go down for you to lose everything. And it's a very dangerous game. You should very much so go in and get educated on these kinds of things before you dive into it. And you also need to remember that the crypto markets, they're 24/7. They do not stop. You could go to sleep And during those 8 hours, the price just tanks for some weird reason, right? And you wake up and you didn't think that you were going to get liquidated because you've already made some really nice gains. And lo and behold, it was just one of those days in the crypto market. It went down just enough to go below your threshold. You get liquidated, you lose everything. The value with this, again, is that you're able to have more safe moves. So if the price does make a strong run and you timed it just right, the rewards for you when you decide to say, all right, Satoshi swap, here you go. Here's your percentage. Here's your value back plus the little bit of gains extra for you, and I get to reap all this extra rewards. And it could play out to be very well in your favor. So there's an opportunity that's here. It's just more risky than doing a standard trade, right? If you guys are wanting to know, I buy and I hold. I did leverage trading one time on Bitcoin. I came in, the price of Bitcoin at the time was $49,000, and it started rallying. And I was excited. It was doing great. And I think it was either ×2 or ×4 leverage. It wasn't even ×10, right? It was a smaller value. So it didn't really need to go down that much. I had more wiggle room for this. I almost got liquidated because there was one day that Bitcoin just massively tanked. It dropped from, I think it was like $54,000 or $56,000 all the way down to like $47,000. And yeah, I almost got liquidated. The price came back up and then it was just kind of hanging out. I just decided, you know what, this is getting too risky for me. So I closed out my position. I took out a small loss. I didn't close out in a gain, right? But I'm playing it smart. So I decided to just go ahead and say I'd rather take a very small loss on this margin position because this is getting way too volatile right now in the market. And I re-entered back in just owning safe Bitcoin. I didn't do margin trading the second time. So I've only done it one time. And initially it was looking great. But there was just one bad day and the market just massively plunged. And that stuff happens in crypto. You have to be aware of that. And if you want to exit positions, enter positions, do proper studies of all of that. If you just want to buy and hold, that's a very strong metric system. It's proving to be very valuable for me and my portfolio, for many other people. But, go do your own research. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I have referral links in the description if you want to get free crypto or free stock. And also, if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. And I will see you in the next episode.